All right, well, now we are at KAGE, at the KAGE trailer, and we're here with Greg, and he's actually going to walk us down the trailer and explain some of the products that they have. I didn't realize that they had summer products, so we'll look at some of those as well. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, hey guys. So most of you know already, KAGE is known for snow removal equipment, and it's still our primary gig. We do have some summer equipment. We're breaking into that industry, but let me start with our bread and butter, the one product that everybody knows us for, and that's the skid steer snowplow, the 2-in-1 system. So, you know, the uniqueness of the KAGE product to everybody else is that we both have a power angle straight blade with a containment attachment. So all you're doing is you're going back and forth and you're windrowing with your power angle. You come on and you just jump into this attachment box, this containment box, what we call the KAGE box, where the name is originated from. And then you have yourself in a containment system. Get that snow, contain it, stack it, push it. You can also windrow with the box on. You can also curb with the box on. And one of the largest things that is neat about the KAGE product, there are a lot of them, is that you're able to go ahead and you're extremely nimble. We have a 35-degree power angle along with a 12-degree oscillation. So essentially, you can make a full 90-degree turn while being at approximately 6 degrees up. And so that's really, really huge. It keeps you against your curb lines. It keeps you against your aisles. It keeps
All parking lots aren't flat.
All parking lots aren't flat, yeah.
You always get that spot where a transition, that they tried to transition parking lots, and it's always got hard pack on it and snow because you can't get it clear. And
yeah,
I mean, I didn't realize they did that.
What's that?
I didn't realize they did that. I didn't know they oscillated that much.
Oh yeah, yeah. And so, and with that, you know, the nice thing is like you get all these valleys and you're getting all of these ridges and crowns, and this helps you stay on top of them. Less swipes, being able to reduce the amount of times you got to make passes. You know, time is money. Money is important. You want to get on to the next job, or you want to get home.
Well, a lot of people don't think about it. So the more passes you make with this, the more wear you're going to have on the plow. Well, so it's less maintenance on your plow.
Yeah.
So
I mean, less passes, less wear you have on your cutting edges, less wear you're going to have on your poly.
Less wear on the machine. You have a $70,000 machine that pushes it. I mean,
less wear on the operator.
Right, right.
Yeah, right. So we've tried to reduce all of that and just get a constant contact cutting profile with our system. Now I have 3 different models. This is the Snowfire. This is our first product we ever built. And then I have, this one's primarily for skid steers and compact loaders. Then I'm going to have the snow.
What sizes?
So
Width?
this one's going to come in 6 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, and 12 foot.
Nice.
Yeah, and that'll be for skid steer or compact loader. And then I've got the Snowstorm, which is for loaders up to about 20,000 pounds. And then the Snow Dozer, which is from, my Snowstorm's for like 15,000 to 30,000 pound machines. And then the Snow Dozer, which is 30,000 to 55,000 pound machines as well.
Gotcha. So you go all the way up the gamut.
Yep. So I go from 6 feet to 20-foot plows.
I'm gonna check out your hitch back here.
Yeah.
Since we're looking at the front while we're talking.
Yep. So what we're looking at here is actually a demonstration piece where we can demonstrate the product and how it works. We're having some hydraulic issues with it right now, so it's.
If it's man-made, it'll fail.
Yeah, that's true.
At some point in time, no matter how good it is. Oh, I see how you get the oscillation.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. So with your slot bolts, or with your crown bolts, and then your slot nuts on there, allow that to stay firm against there and allow you to have some freedom of movement as well.
Oh, so that washer has a shoulder on it probably that goes into the slot?
Nope,
no,
the washer, nope. That's just going to be a bushing.
Okay.
That allows you to crank it down and keep tension against it as it wears over time.
Right.
Yep.
Gotcha. What are these cutting edges made out of?
So our cutting edges, these are steel cutting edges.
Or I guess the skid shoe is what I was looking at.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the skid shoe is just polyurethane.
Okay.
It's made of polyurethane. It's a special blend that we helped develop to reduce its wear.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then is the cutting edge the same material, or is that?
The cutting edge is a steel.
Okay.
Cutting edge.
Okay.
But we do offer a poly cutting edge as well.
Okay.
And that'll be made out of the same material.
And I assume trip edge with the springs?
Yep.
Okay.
All of our product, whether you're buying a 6-foot skid steer model or whether you're buying a 55,000-pound full-size loader model, all are going to come with trip edge.
Yeah, this thing's pretty big.
Yeah, so this is the Snow Dozer.
I don't know what moldboard height that is. It's like 4 foot.
48 inches.
Like, I'd say it's about 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
It looks really big on the trailer too, but I mean, that's pretty good size.
Yeah, and this is just a section. So this is the 8-foot section.
So
what you do...
What's going... Go ahead.
Yeah,
I just happened to notice, hey, that moldboard's moving there, or I mean the
cutting edge.
The cutting edge here, yeah.
Yeah, let me talk about that one.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. So we start with an 8-foot center on these Snow Dozers, and then you can add 2-foot sections and 3-foot sections to theoretically build as long as a plow as you want. So we make a box for this plow up to 20 feet. So you can keep going and keep going and keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's pretty substantial.
It is. It's huge, man. 20 feet.
I mean, we've ran 16-footers before, and that moves a lot of snow. I can't even imagine something 4 foot tall, 20 foot wide moving snow.
Yeah, I mean, this one starts at 14 feet.
Nice.
So,
nice.
I mean, we can do a 12 foot, but this one starts primarily at 14 feet.
Right.
So the cutting edge you noticed here is our KAGE Advantage system. What it does is it allows these sections, which are either going to be 24 or 18 inches wide, to independently move from each other. So remember we talked about a little bit earlier about how every piece of pavement isn't level.
Right.
Well, it's also not still in its brand new condition.
Right.
And with that, you're going to get all these crowns and valleys, and pretty soon you can either get a smile or you can get a frown on your cutting edge, or you can get it off to one side or not to one side. This is going to help reduce that. Each one of those sections independently move. And if you walk right here, I can show you how that works. So we have a section here where there are springs. These springs are just for demonstration. We got much beefier springs in the actual one.
Right.
And then we've got what's called a slide bar, and then 7 slots on these, your backing plate. And what that allows that to do is that allows that cutting edge to move freely with that ground. So then when you come into uneven ground, when you come into your drainage grates, where you have your manhole covers, it's able to float right over those as well. And that works in conjunction with your cutting edge. So if you still come into your trip edge, so if you come into something that's big,
major,
you're going to take and activate the trip instead.
Well, and see, not to talk, I don't talk badly about other manufacturers. I just say the differences. So everybody knows the sectional plows, and we won't mention the name. But so you
just kind of did.
Well, kind of. But so in my thought process is I always look at something and it's like, what's going to fail? If I buy this, what's going to fail on this? Because something's going to fail. Yep. And it's always going to be during a snowstorm. Well, I definitely like the idea of the just the cutting edges moving. It's a lot less than a full section because there's a lot less movement there. And in my thought, you can correct me if I'm wrong, even if a spring breaks, those things look pretty heavy to where you're going to have some kind of contact onto the ground. It may not have downforce, if we want to call it that, but I would think it'd have enough to still get through the storm. But that's just me. That was one observation I had. So
no, you're absolutely right. And you're going to be loading this with anywhere from 3 to 5 springs.
Right.
So if one fails, you're still going to have that pressure.
I mean, I assume that's what the little pockets are for.
That's exactly what they're for. Yep. And the springs, like I said, the springs that are in those, I couldn't move.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
And this is also universal. So this isn't just for KAGE. You can bolt this onto any product that has a standard highway DOT punch. You can see I have
Nice.
it on the front of a municipal truck here.
Right. Somebody else's plow other than
Oh,
yours.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's able to bolt right on. It has 2 bolting heights. You can bolt it for a standard 6-inch blade or a standard 8-inch blade.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd say I've kind of noticed that you try to make your products kind of cross the barrier to where you don't necessarily have to use it on your plow. A lot of your stuff seems like you could use it on something else if you needed to or wanted to.
Yeah, and we do that on purpose, right? You know, there's going to be times where you're down at 2 in the morning and it's no fault of your own, no fault of our product. We want you to be able to get the replacement parts you need right then. And if they're all proprietary, you can't do that. You got to wait to get to one of my dealers or to contact me directly, and we just don't want that. So we make a lot of things that are universal.
Gotcha.
For people. So this one here's a Snowstorm. This is the middle of the road. This one's going in 10 foot, 12 foot, and 14 foot. And this is for those machines 15 to, let's say, 30,000 pounds, somewhere in that ballpark.
Backhoe wheel loader, small wheel loader territory.
Yep. Large articulators, large telehandlers, something of that nature. We also stock all of these on egg tractors as well. So
I gotcha.
We're going to be able to get you onto your skid steers, your compact loaders, your mid-size loaders, your full-size loaders, your loader backhoes, your telehandlers, your egg tractors. Yeah, there isn't too much equipment we aren't ready to hook you up to.
Right.
And we make right now about 20 standard quick attaches for each one of these models. So whatever quick attach you're using, you're going to be able to find
To get something hooked up.
Yep. We'll custom build you one if we don't have it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. Right up here we have our Liquid Rage, which I think is just an amazing piece of equipment. It's a all-season product. It was designed specifically for brine and pre-treat, post-treat, so liquid treating. But now we've got an adapter kit that allows you to use it for pesticides, fertilizers, dust suppression, so forth and so on. The key to this, it's got the largest holding tank in the market on a skid steer, 150-gallon holding tank. So you're just going to be able to load it up, finish your job, and then load it next time you need to get to your job.
And I assume that's 3-point mount also. You can put it on a tractor?
Absolutely. This one has your skid steer,
your lower pins and your
and
upper pin?
Absolutely. 3-point and forklift pockets.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I noticed the 3-point, but because we do a lot of tractor work, so.
Yep. So this is about the most universal product we have right now as for connecting to something right out of the gate. This particular product we use for pre-treating all of our substrate, and then in the summer we come around and we do our weed and dust suppression.
Nice.
With the same product, and it has it's boomless, so your boom doesn't go any further. We can walk around to the front here, but your boom doesn't go any further than the width of the product. So you don't have to worry about getting through gates or if you're doing banks.
If the machine fits, if the machine fits, the sprayer fits.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
That's my rule of thumb. I try to make everything fit behind whatever we're running. So
that's what we tried to do.
If it fits, it ships.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Exactly. So this is another one of our new summer products right here. Talk a little bit about this. I think this is, it's just an amazing piece of equipment. So this is a land plane grader bar with Scarfire teeth in it. Now in that by itself doesn't sound super exciting. A lot of guys make that product right there, right? But to activate those teeth, you don't need hydraulics, nor do you need to ever get out of your cab. So this bar right here is what we call the front bump bar. What you're going to do is you're going to tap that bar on the ground, and those teeth are come down and lock into place. You tap that bar again, those teeth are going to come up and retract. Additionally, when those teeth are in the lockdown position, if you're going backwards, those teeth float right up, and so that you can go ahead and you can Scarfire forward and then feather back without ever having to leave your cab. So to switch between those aggravator teeth and straight plane, you never have to leave your cab whatsoever.
Gotcha.
And that makes
and
it
I mean
easy.
it's nice. A lot of people don't think about when you're switching attachments. If you've got a hydraulic hookup, you have to get out, unattached, 105 degrees, you're getting attacked by wasps, and then you have to uncouple with your hydraulic coupler, go pick up your bucket, do your thing, come back over, get your land plane with the hydraulics. A lot of guys will roll the hydraulics around and leave it zip tied up because they don't use it. I mean, this kind of eliminates that. You could switch it from the AC cab that you spent an extra $6,000 on.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
has a bucket mount top. You can just drop your bucket when you're moving around place to place, or when you're trailering.
Yep.
Your bucket just sits right.
Or
on
even
the
just
top
moving
of it.
around the job site.
Just
You don't
around
want
the
to leave
job
your
site.
bucket way over there. It's like, where's my bucket? Oh yeah, let me go
Right.
track over and get that.
Yep,
So
bring it along with you. So it's really easy to jump between those attachments. And that's really what we're about. We're really about making the job easier, more comfortable, more enjoyable for the operator.
seems like multi-use. You try to make it usable more than just doing one little task. And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I like doing. If I buy something, it's like, okay, can I use this summer, winter? Can I use it for dirt and snow and this and that? You know, stuff's too expensive and the money comes too hard. So
Amen.
I'd rather use it for multiple things. I've sold things before because I don't use it all year round.
Yeah, all of our product is designed that way so that you get multi-use out of it, so that it's easier, so that it's a 2-in-1, 3-in-1, 4-in-1 type product.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I definitely appreciate it. Everybody say thanks to Greg.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Well, we'll see who else we can run down and see if we can get a video of them. People don't like being on camera. So we'll see you guys.